Let's be honest, taking on a big home project like new siding can feel, well, a little overwhelming, but it absolutely doesn't have to be. In this explainer, we're going to give you a super clear roadmap for understanding vinyl siding, and we'll be using some great insights from the experts at Focus on Construction to help guide us.
So if you've been looking at the outside of your house lately and thinking, it's time for an upgrade, then you are in exactly the right place. Doesn't matter if you're looking for better protection from the weather, a fresh new look, or, both, we've got you covered. Let's dive in.
All right, so with all the different materials out there, why does it seem like everyone is talking about vinyl siding? What makes it such a go-to choice for so many homeowners? Let's break down why it's so popular.
Our source really just says it all right here. Vinyl siding is the top choice for people who are looking for that perfect sweet spot between cost, toughness, and just plain good looks. It's not about just one of those things, it's the fact that it nails all three that makes it such a winner. It really does boil down to these three things. First up, it's cost-effective. You get a fantastic look that's going to last, but it won't totally drain your bank account. Second, it is durable. It's designed to stand up to the elements and keep your home safe. And finally, the versatility is just incredible. You have a massive playground of colors and styles to choose from. Okay, so you're sold on the benefits. Sounds great, right? But what does the actual installation look like? What are you getting yourself into? Let's walk through that whole process.
The whole journey is probably more straightforward than you're imagining. It all kicks off with a consultation where you and the contractor get on the same page. Then comes a detailed estimate. After that, it's prep time. The old siding comes off, and they'll check what's underneath. Then, the main event. The new siding goes on, and it all wraps up with a final inspection to make sure every single detail is perfect.
So how long is your home going to be a work in progress? Well, for an average size house, the entire project is usually done in just 1 to 2 weeks. I mean, think about that. That is a really fast turnaround for such a huge transformation.
All right, let's fast forward. The siding is on, the crew is gone, and your house looks absolutely fantastic. So how do you keep it looking that great for years and years? Let's talk about the long game, maintenance.
Honestly, one of the best things about vinyl is how simple this part is. There's a really clear line between what you can do yourself and when you need to pick up the phone. A simple wash once a year and keeping plants trimmed back, that's easy DIY stuff. But if you see big cracks or panels that are seriously warped or damaged, that's your cue. It's time to call in a pro to see what's going on. Okay, now let's get into the nitty-gritty. These are the key details that are really going to help you lock in your final decision. We're talking budget, looks, and some pretty awesome benefits you might not even know about. Let's talk numbers. Our source says that for an average project in New Jersey, you're looking at a cost somewhere between $8,000 and $15,000. Now keep in mind, that's a regional average, and of course, this is just a benchmark. The final price tag really depends on a few key things.
So what moves that price up or down? Well, it's a mix of things. The size of your house, obviously. The specific grade and style of vinyl you pick makes a difference too. And then there's the complexity. A house with a ton of tricky corners and details is going to cost more than a simple boxy one. And of course, taking off the old siding and fixing anything hiding underneath will also be part of that final number.
All right, now for the really fun part, picking a color. In the New Jersey area, the big trends are those timeless neutrals, like grays and beiges. You also see a lot of those calming coastal blues and greens, and warm, earthy tones. And you can never, ever go wrong with a classic, crisp white for a super clean, modern look. Now check this out. Here's a benefit that actually pays you back over time. The right siding can cut your home's energy use by up to 20%. I mean, that is a huge savings on your heating and cooling bills, year after year. It's pretty amazing. So, those energy savings? They mostly come from something called insulated siding. This stuff not only slashes your utility bills, but it also acts like a sound barrier, making your home a lot quieter inside. Plus, that extra layer of insulation also adds more durability and impact resistance. It's a win-win-win.
Phew, okay. We have covered a lot of ground, the why, the how, and the what. So now, let's pull all of this together to help you make the absolute best choice for your home.
It's always smart to see how your top choice stacks up against the competition. As you can see right here, vinyl really hits that perfect balance of being affordable and super low maintenance. Fiber cement? It's tougher, for sure, but it costs more. And wood? Well, it looks beautiful, but it requires a ton of upkeep to prevent problems down the road.
And remember this, you are not just buying a product, you are hiring a partner for a major project. So you need to go in armed with the right questions. Ask for a cost breakdown. Ask about hidden fees. Dig into the details of the warranty. And always, always confirm they're licensed and insured, and ask for local references you can actually call. This is how you protect yourself and your investment.
Because at the end of the day, this whole project is about so much more than just materials and timelines, isn't it? It's about curb appeal. It's about that feeling of pride you get when you pull into your driveway. It's about creating a home you truly love coming back to every single day. So what story do you want your home to tell?